Hello. Okay, everybody, welcome. And hey, I am so proud of all of you for getting here in this rain. Holy mackerel, that was some lightning. And look at new faces I don't know over here. I'm so excited. Okay, so for those of you that, I'll say for the recording, you know, because we're in this process of getting ourselves into a better recording situation. Today is the 5th of August. And if you think you're at the Beaches Photography Club, you are in the right place. Well done. I am Liz Pierce, for those that don't know. And so here's how the meeting's going to go. We have basically until about 7:30, 7:45 to get out of here. I'm going to do a little bit of a business meeting that is there. It says 30 minutes. And if you didn't see the pre-meeting slideshow, we were rolling it up here on the screen. So thank you to those of you that submitted some of your images. Okay, so after I finish talking, then I'm going to turn it over to Savvy Dobbs, who is going to do a tech talk for us about photographing portraits in harsh lighting. So that will be for about 15 minutes. Then we're going to take a little bit of an intermission. I don't have the intermission on here. How about that? But we will take a little bit of an intermission after that. And then our main speaker is Keith Bartholomew, who is going to talk to us about what judges want. And it is so timely. And also, he did it for us on a last minute because Dave Woolley had to go he was going to do it, and he was all the way out in California where his daughter's getting a master's in something having to do, somebody knows, but it's a very fancy master's in the movie business. And it's at the Chinese Theater in LA. It's pretty cool. I know. But special thanks to you, Keith, for doing that. Okay, so we have this meeting after the meeting, which is really, you know, when we all go out after the meeting. And tonight we're going to Mellow Mushroom. So may I have a show of hands, please, on who wants to go? And who's counting? I'm counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17. Okay. And thank you, Susan, for calling me. Watch that guy. Watch that guy. Okay. Anyway, so we have some new members, and the fun thing is, where are you, Dave? Dave Bowers. He was our speaker last month, and he liked us. He liked us. He said he would join, and he really did it. It's so exciting. Okay, and what's also funny is Jeff Swinger was our speaker, like, I don't know, 3 months ago. So we're like, Keith, you used to love us and be a member. I don't know.
If you guys could move to Arch Park.
Oh, it's not that far. Yeah, it's pretty far. Okay, and then Matt Blake. Are you here, Matt? I tell you what, like I said, I'm so proud of you all for being here with the storm. So Matt is not here. Wayne Walker? He's not here, but he's been super involved. He's been at a lot of outings. You know, it's good. And but do we have any guests? Are there some people here that are? Would you mind standing up, tell us who you are, and what you like to photograph?
Hello. My name is Tasha. I'm Jerry's neighbor. He invited me out. I like to just take pictures and take some of his cool pictures. I am inspired to take pictures. I love taking pictures of people in their natural state. So I'm interested to learn. I am like intermediate, like dummies, pictures for dummies. That would be me. So I'm not advanced at all. Just learning the techniques now. So that's why he's invited me out so I can learn from you guys.
Wonderful, and you're here at a good night. Well, yes. You're here on a good night because you're going to learn a lot, then I think, from Savvy, which is kind of fun if you like people. Anybody else that's a guest? Do we have any guests? Yes.
I'm Ron Kirsch, and I've been photographing for a long time, mostly street photography and documentary, and that's pretty much what I like to do.
And you're trying to be a member because you've been trying to log on.
I actually paid on.
Okay, then you're a member. Yes, thanks. We say thanks to Jerry all the time, which is great. So there you go. Hey, Jeff. Where's just talking about you. Good to see you. We were saying 2 speakers. Let's love that. Okay. The other thing is we're going to have a new member meeting. So Max is going to be our past president. Max is going to run the new member meetings for us. I think he calls it new and he's got a name. Nearly new. New and nearly new members. So we've got one coming up pretty soon on September 2nd. And it's basically the same night as our meeting. I think that's right. The same night as meeting. And it's going to be in the little conference room. So this is a big conference room. The little one's right over there. And the theory is that you'll show up and you can be in there and learn about, you know, what goes on with BPC and how to make the best use of it all. And then you come in for the regular meeting. So if you've never gone to that, even if you're a long-time member and you've never gone there, there's benefit. Because you might go, really? We do that? So it's kind of fun. So I recommend that. Okie doke. All right, our next meeting schedule. So here's what we've got going. This is all on our website. This is all in the app, in the Wild Apricot app. So next month we have Bill McSherry, and for those of you that everybody knows that Bill McSherry is like the king of black and white. And if you like black and white or you like architecture, he's the guy. So we're going to have Bill come talk to us about black and white photography. And then Linda Caden is going to be our tech talk at that meeting. So you want to print your photo. And so Linda's really good at that. And so I think you want to come for both of those reasons. Then in October is the results of our annual competition. You're going to hear a lot more about that tonight, and this will get you ready, and you can participate in that. But October is Zoom only. I don't think I have it on there, but it is Zoom only. Reason being is you can see the screen really well on Zoom when you're sitting at home on your machine. You can see the images really well, and also we don't have a time crunch. And one of the beautiful things about doing the BPC annual is the judge gives you feedback on every image. So it is time consuming, and we don't want to have the judge feel rushed or anybody else feel rushed. It's going to be on peaceful Zoom to watch it. Whereas, I know, I complain about Zoom, you know, in the room, but when you're all Zoom, it's easy peasy. So stay tuned for that. And then in November, we are hearing from Susan Michael, right? Susan Michael is going to talk about photographing children, which is going to be great. And for those that really know Susan Michael, and her work is amazing. And I mean, if we can only get to be this as good as Susan is, then we'll be like, man, that's awesome. So she's great.
I'm going to get a photo out of it somehow for my Christmas.
Great. I know it. I know. Okay, and then we don't know the tech talk. We have not. Lori has not. We're not decided on the November tech talk. Have we? Not yet. Okay, good. All right. Now we do. Here are what the outings are. And for those that are new or nearly new, pretty much we try to have, Nancy, don't you think we try to have 2 outings a month? Yeah. Okay. So here are the next upcoming outings. We've got on Friday, the August 15th, is a portrait party. And now this is a thing where we're using lights. So we're going to use flash, we're going to have on-camera flash, we're going to have off-camera flash, we're going to have different little setups. It'll be here in this room, and we'll have different setups. We'll have setups that will work. Like I'm a Canon shooter. Nancy shoots everything, but she's got, I think you'll be doing your Nikon, you know, then. And we've got some light things that will let you work regardless of what kind of camera you have. So we have constant light, and then we have some adapters that are universal. So we think it is a good time for you to come out. And even if you say, okay, well, I take pictures, you know, of people, but what's involved in this flash thing? You'll get a kick out of that, and you know, you're welcome to come to that. The other thing is, we have a roller derby outing, thanks to Carol Curtis is going to be our sponsor and our host for that one. And we did it, how many years? At least one. Yeah, year and a half ago. And it's fun. So if you like things that move, this is ladies in the roller derby, and they are going around, you know, and it's fun. So you can practice panning, you can practice, you know, all kinds of things. Stop motion. Well, if you like to look for people that they don't get into a lot of fights. There were some altercations. But it was fun. So that's good. Yeah. I messed it up?
Saturday is the 16th.
Okay, then it's Saturday the 16th. Thank you. All right. Then we have another photo critique session coming up. So is Max is not here, right? Okay. Well, Max organized it, and then marvelous, guy, some of our really expert members, Sean Trainer, Bill McSherry, and Dave Woley were there to just kind of provide advice. And I see people shaking their head that it was good. So we have it we're having it in a smaller conference room. So it is space limited. And the first one, the folks that attended, I think can attest to it was helpful. Max said it was amazing. So that's really good. And then there's another one coming up. So the next one is on the 18th. I don't know if there are any more spots available, but that's when I go into my pitch about how you want to get yourself all set up for the app. Okay, and Ron is chuckling because he's been trying to do this. So you got to log in first. Let me go. I'm going to go there. I got a whole slide on that. So photo critique is coming up on the 18th. Now the DeLand Museum trip, Nan is hosting, and that is not space limited because it's going to be at the museum down in DeLand. And it's Thomas Mangelson is one of their big. It's a big photography exhibit on him. So everybody's going to drive down in the morning. I think you're leaving at 8:30, right? And then you're having someone that's going to lead it. What's the? Thank you, docent. And anyway, you'll do that, and then everybody's going to go out for.
And he's the photographer. You may have seen his pictures been all over the web with the bear and salmon jumping in its mouth. That's him. So that's his.
Or he was the guy that did it first, and now we all wanted that. And when I went there, the salmon were not running. I was pretty mad about it. Yeah.
The critique session is here, right, at the library?
Yep.
Because that's not what it said.
That is not what it says. Doggone it. Who did this presentation? I guess I better fix that. Thank you. I like this. Help me out, Marianne. That is not the right address.
So like there'll be a fight breaking out between the judges and
It'll be done at a roller derby. That's pretty funny. Thank you, Marianne. Okay. Now, so here's my little pitch on how to get on the thing. So for those that are new or anybody that hasn't really started using the app, the way you do it is you have to you start off by going to the website. You can do it on your phone, but you have to go use some Safari, Google, whatever it is that you use to get onto the internet, and go to beachesphotographyclub.com. And that's where, if you've already signed in as a member, you probably have a login and a password, but if you don't, you have to create a login and a password there. Okay, so now that you have your login and your password, then you go over to download the app, the Wild Apricot app, and I left that little icon there, so that's what it looks like when you go to your app store, whether you're the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store. You pull down that app, and then you have it, and then you use that login and password that you created when you went to the website, and it knows who you are. Because one of the things Ron and I were like, it does not have a place to create a login and a password on the app. So you have to do it on the website. But once you do this, life is good. Because then Nancy's going to post something, and it's going to say, space limited, and you go, get on the app. Because if you put on Facebook that you want to go, that is not good. That's nice, it's friendly, but it doesn't get you a spot. The only way you get a spot is if you're using the Wild Apricot app, and that's when you get a spot. And it'll tell you, you have to register, and most of what we do doesn't cost money. So it looks like it's asking you to pay money, but it's asking you to pay $0. So there's nothing to pay. But that's how you know you've registered. Okay.
Register from the website.
And you can register from the website. So if you're on a PC and you see it, but we're on our phones all the time, and you're looking at Facebook, and you want to get it booked. Yeah. So and if you have never signed the waiver on the website when you're logging in, yes. And we're going to do a thing, but yeah, please sign the waiver.
And one more, you left out, this coming Saturday morning, we're going to be photographing the sunrise coming up over the Hart Bridge from Bishop
I did. I'll say it into the thing. We are going to photograph the Hart Bridge from Bishop Kenny. Can I just give myself a little break here because I got back in last night from Atlanta at about 10:30 p.m.
Liz, if you go to the website, it all shows up there.
It does all show up there. But this is, someone has, evidently, I've really screwed up the PowerPoint. But I had it done before I left. But yeah, I forgot that. Oh, you guys are being nice.